The UK's industrial strategy is a partnership with businesses, local government and educational institutions in the UK and overseas to ensure that the UK remains one of the best places in the world to innovate, do business, invest and create jobs. The strategy aims to invest in the skills, industries and infrastructure of the future and support citizens and businesses, encouraging them to embrace opportunities for technological change.
The industrial strategy is a really exciting opportunity to align everything at government's disposal around big challenges that face society today, from climate change to the challenges of AI and data.
For me, it's about taking the things that we think we will be successful at as a nation or as a series of regions within a nation, and those things that we think are growth areas and important areas for the future, and figuring out how legislation, how investment and how coordinating the different private enterprises that work in it, how we can pull that together to make sure we maximise our effectiveness and our results from that.
Industrial strategy is really a framework for enabling essentially collaboration between universities and industry and actually providing the sort of lubricant, if you like, to make things happen.
I think the industrial strategy is a kind of holistic approach to looking at how the UK improves its productivity in general, looking at how specific technologies help do that, but also looking across the supply chain to how we work together to increase our productivity in the UK.
For me, the industrial strategy is a long-term perspective of the UK government about where the UK has a good opportunity not only to grow, but also like to become a world leader. And for that thing to happen, it's needed the interaction between government, policy people, business people, academic people as well, in addition to consumers.
Industrial strategy has driven forward a lot of initiatives for the UK, focused around some specific sectors and specific grand challenges. But what it does from an academic point of view is it allows us to contextualize the research that we're doing. So although it might be quite fundamental research, it highlights to us and to our students where that research might be employed, to think around how it can be taken from idea to innovation.
If the industrial strategy succeeds, then the UK can become the world's most innovative economy, with good jobs and greater earning power across the board, delivering a major upgrade to the UK's infrastructure and creating prosperous communities across the UK. Things are rarely straightforward though, and some challenges lie ahead.
One of the big challenges, and it's something that we see in many of our clients, is actually how do we take those fantastic ideas but actually make them work on the ground with a population that has been involved in the industry from anything from a few years up to 40 or 50 years.
We've seen lots of really great announcements from the government around the Industrial Strategy Challenge Fund, but it'd be great if the government could retain some of that boldness that came in the original Industrial Strategy white paper. How are we really going to tackle a sustainable future and really try to keep that bold vision of pushing productivity and prosperity across the country?
We need to think broader. How can we look at electric machines, at power electronics, because any small efficiency can extend the range of that battery. So I think that there are really exciting things on the horizon, both from an industrial productivity point of view, but also from a society point of view.
The other thing we have to understand is that our industry is much more B2B or business to business than it is business to consumers. What I would like to see is encourage existing industry and the establishment of new one that is more about looking at end customers in order to strengthen the UK industrial base.
Having an industrial strategy ensures we remain one of the world's most open economies, welcoming investment from overseas, participating in global supply chains and buying and selling goods and services from all over the world. We need to ensure that we continue to invest in STEM skills, support future transport, raise R&D investment, drive partnerships between government and industry sectors and deliver on the economic opportunities ahead of us. If we succeed in these goals, then the future is very bright indeed.